With that, I'll recognize Mr. Turner of Ohio, who's been a leader on the subject matter of this hearing for 5 minutes for the purposes of an opening statement.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I would like to thank you and Chairman Issa and, of course, Chairman Jordan for the work that has been done on this issue and for holding this important hearing today. Today's hearing continues our efforts to uncover why the Treasury Department, the Auto Task Force, and the Pension Benefit Guaranty Corporation chose to terminate the hard-earned pensions of Delphi salary retirees in the course of its multi-billion-dollar, taxpayer-funded bailout of General Motors. Contrary to what the Vice President said recently on one of his campaign stops, that these retirees are doing fine, they are not doing fine. Thousands of retirees lost their pensions, many of which are in my community in Dayton, Ohio, as a result of the Administration's decisions during the auto bailout. Appearing on CNN this Sunday, the White House Chief of Staff, Jack Lew, proclaimed that this Administration is the most transparent ever. Well, not on this issue, and we are going to find out why today. Understandably, I have serious concerns about how this Administration, including the 3 members of the Auto Task Force we have before us, have continued to stonewall, provided silence on these issues, and repeated failures to disclose information that are critical to the issues that have affected almost 20,000 people across the country, and that was done with taxpayers' dollars. This is not a venture that was undertaken with your own money. It was undertaken with taxpayers' money, and the openness that this Administration promised needs to be enforced. In part, we are here today because 3 former Auto Task Force members refused to meet with, speak to, or testify before the Special Inspector General for the TARP program. It is my hope that we will shed light on who within the Administration made the decision to cut the hard-earned retirement benefits of these Delphi salary retirees, and that perhaps the Administration's policy of denying access to this information, hiding behind backroom deals, stops. I want to thank Christy Romero and SIGTARP for being here today and for your honesty in your letter. You wrote us a letter that said that SIGTARP believes that the Auto Task Force played a role in the pension decision, and these individuals' failure to speak to SIGTARP on this issue poses a significant obstacle to SIGTARP's ability to complete this audit. And then you acknowledge that you didn't have an ability to subpoena these 3 gentlemen, to make them testify. You also acknowledge in your written testimony that you commenced this as a result of several members of Congress, including myself, asking you to undertake the audit to get questions answered about how this process went forward. Mr. Bloom, Mr. Feldman, Mr. Wilson, the happy train of silence and refusing to answer questions ends today. You have been summoned before Congress because of your refusal to answer SIGTARP's questions because they didn't have the ability to compel you. You are here today because you know we do. You didn't come here because you believed you wanted to share information with Congress. You were brought here because of your refusal to share the information that the American public is entitled to hear as a result of taxpayers' dollars that were used in the auto bailout of General Motors and thousands of people that lost their pensions. There's an accountability here. Now, you're going to take an oath when you testify today. This is not a political proceeding. This is a legal proceeding. You will be testifying. You will not be giving speeches. That's why you're sworn in. It's called testifying before Congress. And in that, I want you to rise to the level of understanding what that obligation is. It means that if you don't speak truthfully in front of us, that obviously you can be subject to perjury or disbarment or other types of consequences, because Congress takes people appearing before us seriously. Now, we're hearing, and we're looking forward to hearing from you, that you are now willing to cooperate. And I want you to also be aware that during that process of supposedly cooperating with SIGTARP, we have the ability to continue to enforce it. We have the ability to bring you in for depositions, under oath, bring you back before Congress again. If the information you provide is not complete and is not thorough, you will continue to have your happy train of silence met here with Congress, where the American people require answers because you served in a public position with public dollars and public obligations, and today we're going to have public questions. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.